Hello and welcome. Get set for 30 amazing challenges that will test your understanding. Not subscribed yet? Join our community today to access new quizzes every week, engaging educational content, and a fun learning experience. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest uploads. What is the hardest bone in the human body? Femur. Skull. Spine. The correct answer is femur. Here's an interesting fact. The femur is the hardest and strongest bone in the human body. How many bones are in the adult human body? 206. 300. 150. The correct answer is 206. Here's an interesting fact. An adult human has 206 bones in their body. What is the longest bone in the human body? Femur. Humerus. Tibia. The correct answer is femur. Here's an interesting fact. The femur, also called the thigh bone, is the longest bone in the body. What is the smallest bone in the human body? Stapes. Fibula. Metacarpal. The correct answer is stapes. Here's an interesting fact. The stapes is the smallest bone and is found in the middle ear. What protects the brain? Skull. Rib cage. Pelvis. The correct answer is skull. Here's an interesting fact. The skull is a strong structure that protects the brain from injury. What are the bones in the spine called? Vertebrae. Cartilage. Ligaments. The correct answer is vertebrae. Here's an interesting fact. The vertebrae form the backbone and protect the spinal cord. What is the function of red bone marrow? Produces blood cells. Stores fat. Strengthens bones. The correct answer is produces blood cells. Here's an interesting fact. Red bone marrow creates red and white blood cells that are vital for life. What is the function of yellow bone marrow? Stores fat. Produces blood cells. Absorbs shock. The correct answer is stores fat. Here's an interesting fact. Yellow bone marrow stores fat and is found in the central cavities of bones. What type of skeleton do humans have? Endoskeleton. Exoskeleton. Hydrostatic skeleton. The correct answer is endoskeleton. Here's an interesting fact. Humans have an internal skeleton called an endoskeleton. What type of skeleton do insects have? Exoskeleton. Endoskeleton. Cartilage skeleton. The correct answer is exoskeleton. Here's an interesting fact. Insects have an exoskeleton, which is a hard outer shell. What do bones mainly contain? Calcium, iron, potassium. The correct answer is calcium. Here's an interesting fact. Calcium makes bones strong and helps maintain their structure. How many ribs does an adult human have? 24, 12, 18. The correct answer is 24. Here's an interesting fact. Humans have 12 pairs of ribs, which means 24 in total. What connects bones to muscles? Tendons, ligaments, cartilage. The correct answer is tendons. Here's an interesting fact. Tendons are strong bands of tissue that connect muscles to bones. What connects bones to other bones? Ligaments, tendons, cartilage. The correct answer is ligaments. Here's an interesting fact. Ligaments are tough fibrous tissues that hold bones together. What type of joint is found in the shoulder? Ball and socket, hinge, pivot. The correct answer is ball and socket. Here's an interesting fact. The shoulder joint is a ball and socket joint that allows for a wide range of motion. What type of joint is found in the knee? Hinge, ball and socket, pivot. The correct answer is hinge. Here's an interesting fact. The knee is a hinge joint that moves like a door opening and closing. What is the process of bone formation called? Ossification, calcification, fusion. The correct answer is ossification. Here's an interesting fact. Ossification is the process where bones develop and harden over time. What happens to bones when they are not used? They become weaker. They become stronger. They grow extra layers. The correct answer is, they become weaker. Here's an interesting fact. Bones lose strength when they are not used regularly. Which mineral is essential for strong bones? Calcium, iron, magnesium. The correct answer is calcium. Here's an interesting fact. Calcium is crucial for bone strength and overall skeletal health. How many bones do babies have at birth? About 300. 206. 150. The correct answer is about 300. Here's an interesting fact. Babies are born with around 300 bones which fuse together as they grow. What part of the skeleton protects the heart and lungs? Rib cage, pelvis, spine. The correct answer is rib cage. Here's an interesting fact. The rib cage surrounds and protects the heart and lungs. What is the flexible tissue found between bones? Cartilage, ligament, tendon. The correct answer is cartilage. Here's an interesting fact. Cartilage cushions bones and helps them move smoothly. What is the main function of the skeleton? Support and protection. Producing oxygen. Regulating temperature. The correct answer is support and protection. Here's an interesting fact. The skeleton supports the body and protects vital organs. Which part of the body contains the most bones? Hands, feet, spine. The correct answer is hands. Here's an interesting fact. Each human hand contains 27 bones which allow for movement and dexterity. What is the only bone in the human body not connected to another bone? Hyoid, femur, patella. The correct answer is hyoid. Here's an interesting fact. The hyoid bone in the throat is the only bone that does not connect to another bone. Which bone is commonly broken in sports injuries? Clavicle, pelvis, skull. The correct answer is clavicle. Here's an interesting fact. The clavicle, also known as the collarbone, is often fractured in sports. What is the soft inner part of the bone called? Bone marrow, spongy bone, compact bone. The correct answer is bone marrow. Here's an interesting fact. Bone marrow is soft tissue inside bones that makes blood cells. What does a cast do when a bone is broken? Keeps the bone in place. Stops swelling. Makes bones stronger. The correct answer is, keeps the bone in place. Here's an interesting fact. A cast holds the bone in position while it heals. What happens if you do not get enough calcium? Bones become weak. Bones grow longer. Bones become heavier. The correct answer is, bones become weak. Here's an interesting fact. Lack of calcium leads to weaker bones and increases fracture risk. What animal has a skeleton but no bones? Shark. Octopus. Jellyfish. The correct answer is shark. Here's an interesting fact. Sharks have a skeleton made of cartilage instead of bones. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll catch you in the next one.